We're gonna start off with making a slip knot. Take your ribbon and you can see that one side is glossy and the other one is matte. And I'm going to take the glossy side as my right side. So just keep in mind that we're going to hide the matte side as we go. So I'm going to wrap my ribbon this way and wrap it around my forefinger. Just like that, and you can see here's a letter X. Take your hook, go under, and then over, and take your yarn or your ribbon, and this tail I'm going to call as a working yarn. Now we need to chain up 46. Take your yarn and pull through the loop. Just like that. And here's our first chain. Don't forget to hide the matte side of the ribbon as we go, and then just keep chaining. Here's 2, 3, 4. Once you've made a chain of 46, it should look something like this. And if your chain is twisted, don't worry, you can even out the stitches by stretching it out. And now take your stitch markers and we're going to mark the first and the 6th stitch from the hook. Keep in mind that the loop on your hook is not counted as the first stitch. The first one is actually this one. So mark it with your stitch marker. And now count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And mark it with your second stitch marker. And now we're gonna trace our chain. So just follow along. Make sure that your chain is not twisted. And once you get to the end, you should see the first chain stitch that we've made. And we're gonna make a slip stitch with that stitch. And now insert your hook into the bottom half of the V. So into here. And here you can see the back loop. Take your yarn, pull up a loop, and then pull through this loop. So now we've closed off the row by making a slip stitch and your chain should not be twisted. Now find the back loop of the first chain. Here it is. Insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Here's the first single crochet that we've made. And now insert your hook into this loop right here. And then pull up a loop. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Now let's make another one. Insert your hook into this loop. And then pull up a loop. Don't forget to hide the matte side of the ribbon. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. So what we've made here is called a stack of 3 single crochets. You can see here's 1 V, 2 and 3, and it is going to count as a double crochet. So now yarn over and find the next chain stitch. Here's the next one and insert your hook into the bottom half of that V right here. And then pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, hide your matte side of the ribbon, and then yarn over, pull through 2. And here we've made a double crochet. Now let's make another one. Yarn over, insert your hook into the bottom half of the V, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. So just keep in mind to hide the matte side of the ribbon. And now let's make another one. Yarn over, find the bottom half of the V, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. And continue making your double crochets until the stitch markers. I've worked my double crochets all the way through until the stitch marker. Here I've got 1 stitch left before the stitch marker, and I'm going to work into that stitch 1 double crochet. So pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. And right here into the stitch with the stitch marker, we're going to work 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and 2 double crochets. Here's 1 double. Here's 2 double, and now make chain 2, 1, 2, and then work 2 double crochets into the same stitch right here. So here at the stitch with the stitch marker, we've made 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. And now just work your regular double crochets into the 4 stitches until the next stitch marker. So yarn over, find the next stitch right here. So after the stitch marker, I've made 4 double crochets without any increases, and now I'm at the stitch with the stitch marker. We're gonna work into that stitch 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles, and also we're gonna hide the short yarn tail. So just put it behind your work, and we're going to make 2 doubles. Insert your hook. Make sure that the short yarn tail is above your hook, and then just make your double. Pull up the loop and yarn over 2 times. Here's 1 double, and then into the same stitch work your second. Here's my 2 doubles, and now chain 2, 1, 2, and then yarn over and work into the same stitch 2 more doubles. And here's what you should have: 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. And now this short yarn tail behind your work, just tighten it. And also you don't need the stitch markers anymore, so you can take them off. And now to finish off this row, find the stacked 3 single crochets that we've made in the beginning of the row. Here it is, and insert your hook into the 3rd stitch right here, and now make a slip stitch. So yarn over and pull through all of the loops, just like that. And now chain 1 and turn your work. Now work into the 1st stitch 1 single crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Here's our single crochet, and now yarn over and work into the 2nd stitch 1 half double crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And here's our half double. And now yarn over and work into the next stitch 1 double crochet. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. So here we've made 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. And now we are at this chain space. We're gonna work into that chain space 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. So yarn over, insert your hook into the chain space, and work your 2 double crochets. Here's 1. And here's 2, and now work your 2 chains, 1 and then 2, and then work into the same chain space 2 doubles. After your 2 doubles, chain 2 and 2 doubles, work into the next stitch, which is right here, 1 double. and keep working your double crochets without any increases until this chain space. So after this corner, I've worked 7 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here's the last stitch, which is the 8th stitch that I'm going to work 1 double crochet without any increases. And here we are at the chain space. We're gonna work into that chain space 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. So yarn over and work your 2 doubles. Here's my 2 double crochets, and now make chain 2, 1, 2, and then yarn over and work 2 more double crochets into the same chain space. And here's our finished corner. And now yarn over and find the next stitch, which is right here. Make into that stitch 1 double crochet. Here's our double, and now yarn over and work into the next stitch 1 half double. Pull up a loop and pull through all 3. And then into the next stitch, work 1 single. So pull up a loop and pull through 2. And here's what we should have. And then to begin the next row, make chain 1 and turn your work. Now we're gonna work into the first stitch 1 single crochet. Here it is. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And now yarn over and work into the second stitch 1 half double. So pull up a loop and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And now yarn over and work double crochets into each of these 1, 2, 3 stitches. And here are my 3 doubles, and now into the chain space, which is the corner, I'm gonna work 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. Here's 1 double, now the second double, and then chain 2. Don't forget to hide the mat side of the ribbon, and then work 2 more double crochets into the chain space. And here's our corner with 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles. And now just work your regular double crochets into each of these 12 stitches, and I'll see you at this corner. I ran out of my ribbon, so might as well show you how to join in the new ribbon. And before we do that, we need to define our front side. For me, this side is gonna be the front side because the other side has a short end tail. So now take your new ribbon and you're going to make a double knot, but just loosely on the back side of your work. So just leave it like that. We're not gonna secure it just yet. And then hide your mat sides. And now yarn over and keep working your pattern. For me, it's just a double crochet. After making your stitch, you're gonna turn on the wrong side. And now we're gonna make a double knot. So here I've got 1 knot already. And now secure your second knot, just like that. And now to secure these ends and make sure that they won't unravel later, you need to use a lighter. And just be careful, you guys. This is how it should look like. And now do the same thing on this ribbon. Now take your working ribbon and we're going to hide these 2 end tails as we go. So now yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch and put these 2 end tails above your hook and work your double crochet. So you can see these 2 yarn tails are going to be behind your work and above the stitches. And just work your next double crochet. And here's how the back side should look like. Here you can see this double knot that we've made. It's not very noticeable, but I'd still prefer to make it on the wrong side of the back. And then just keep working your regular double crochets and hide the yarn tail. After making your 12 double crochets without any increases, make 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles into the chain space right here. So now yarn over, here's 1 double, 2 double crochets, and now chain 2 and work into the same chain space 2 more double crochets. Here's 1, and 2, and now yarn over and work into the next stitch a double crochet right here, and just keep working your double crochets until you have the last 2 stitches left. Here I've made 3 doubles and now I've got 2 stitches left, so yarn over and work into the next stitch 1 half double. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And then into the last stitch work 1 single crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And now to begin a new row, chain 1 and turn your work. So from now on the pattern is going to be quite repetitive. We are always going to start the row by making 1 single, 1 half double, and then work double crochets all the way through until the corner. And in the corner make 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles into the chain space. And then just work your regular double crochets without any increases until the next corner. And then into this corner, same as the previous one, just make 2 doubles, 2 chains, and 2 doubles, and then work your regular double crochets until the last 2 stitches, where you're going to make 1 half double and 1 single. And in the end of the row, make chain 1 and turn your work to start a new row. Keep in mind that these 2 sides are symmetrical to each other, so they need to have an identical number of stitches. And in the beginning of the row, you're always making 1 single, 1 half double, and in the end, you're always making 1 half double and 1 single. So I've made 5 rows in total. You can see by the chain spaces, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the 5th row, I've made 11 stitches on this side, chain 2, 24 stitches on this side, chain 2, and 11 stitches on this side. And currently I'm on the 6th row, as you can see, and we're not going to make increases, meaning that we're not going to make into this chain space 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. Instead, we're going to make 2 double crochets. So here I've got 1 stitch left before the chain space. I'm going to make 1 double crochet into that stitch. And then into the chain space, I'm going to yarn over and make 2 double crochets. And now on this side, just keep working your regular double crochets without any increases. In the second corner, also make 2 double crochets instead of 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. Work regular double crochets on this side until the last 2 stitches. When you have 2 stitches left, make 1 half double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then into the last stitch make 1 single crochet. And then to begin a new row, make chain 1, turn, and on the 7th row you're gonna work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then make double crochet all the way through until you have 2 stitches left. And in those 2 stitches you're going to make 1 half double and then 1 single crochet into the last stitch. And I'll see you in the end of this 7th row. And in the end of this 7th row, make 1 half double crochet here and 1 single crochet here. Now make chain 1, cut the yarn, and take out your hook. Fasten off and burn your ends. Now that you're done with one panel, make the second one in the same way, but in the end of the 7th row, make chain 1 and leave the ribbon. We're not going to cut it because we're gonna use it to join these 2 panels. And to join these 2 panels, we're gonna put front sides facing each other. So here's my front side of this panel. And here's the front side of the other panel. So the front sides are facing each other just like that. And we're gonna start joining the 7th row of both panels by making slip stitches. So find a single crochet of this panel right here, and here's the single crochet of the second panel. And then take the ribbon and pull through all of these loops. Just like that, we've made our first slip stitch. Let's find the half double here, and here's the half double, and make a slip stitch. So pull through everything. And now join the double crochets. Here's 1, here's 2, and pull through all of these loops. And just keep joining every stitch by making a slip stitch. Since the 7th row of both panels had 50 stitches, that means that we've made 50 slip stitches all the way through. And the last slip stitch should join the single crochets of both panels. Here's one V of one panel and here's the other. And I'm just going to join them. Here's one single crochet and here's the other. Pull through everything and then make chain 1 and cut the ribbon. Take out your hook, fasten off, then burn the ends and hide the end tails in between the stitches. I usually prefer to hide the end tails using a smaller size hook. Mine is 6mm, but you can use any size. Also, one thing I wanted to mention is that we are hiding the end tails on the wrong side of our work. So currently we are on the wrong side where we've made these slip stitches. When all your ends are hidden, it's time to turn the bag inside out. And here we are on the right side of the bag. Now it's time to sew the magnetic buttons to the bag. I'm going to hand sew this button into the center of this area about here, and the other button I'll place here. And here are the buttons. Now we're gonna make the bows. I think I'm going to make 2, and one I'm going to place here, and the other one may be here. Now we need to cut the ribbon. I think I'm gonna eyeball it, but here's the distance comparing to the back. I'm gonna find this chain space right here. And make a knot. Now I'm gonna make a bow. Make sure that we only see the glossy side. So here's my bow, and I'm gonna cut this end tail this way. And on this side I'm gonna do the same. And now you can leave it at that or make the second bow here.